full of stars. My God, it's full of stars. Okay. Wow, here they are. I believe these are the Bulgara V5 amplifiers. Well, let's find out. Okay. Here we go. Wow. Look at this. Okay. Wow. By the way, please don't try this at home. Only trained professionals should attempt. Okay. Holy smokes. Okay. Wow. Bulgara manual. Power cord. And there it is, the Infinium V5. It's actually a lot bigger than I thought it would be. Very interesting. Wow, look at that. Hold on a second. There it is. Looks just like the V22, the larger version. Knobs feel great. There it is. Wow. There's two of these. So let me get the other one out too. Man, they're kind of heavy actually. Wow, very interesting. Okay, now I just wanted to mention here's the second one. And you'll notice right away, sure enough, here it is. The reason for the order. Look at that. Huh? You don't get these just anywhere. And we're talking complimentary candy. So much better than normal candy. Now I was a little disappointed that they weren't in each amp. In other words, for an order, they put them together. So they skimped on the complimentary candy. But that's okay. So here it is, the complimentary candy. Looking forward to that. And the Happy New Year Day with the Sweetwater sticker. Very nice. Okay. Now here's the second one. Let's take a look at that. Okay. Now this one has no plastic wrapping. That might not be a big deal though. Let's find out. Notice you've got the manual and power cable. Here's the other one. And as far as I can tell, man, it looks brand new. Let's see. I may have a little tiny scratch here. I'm not sure. And there's the back of it. Looks great. Superb. Alright, so there they are. And keep in mind, these have the 2-year Sweetwater warranty, as well as the Bugera 1-year expanded to 3-year warranty once I register them at their website, the Bugera website. By the way, I wanted to mention these are demo units. As you see on the side there, it says demo. This green sticker right here. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, they sure look new to me. I mean, there's not a spot on them. Wow. By the way, this is worth reading on the side of the box here. Hand-built 5-watt Class A amplifier driven by one EL84 tube. So that's the power tube. Revolutionary Infinium tube life multiplier technology. Extends the life of your amplifier's expensive power tubes up to 20 times. Provides incredible reliability and consistent tone over the complete lifespan of your tubes. Monitors performance of the power tube continuously and displays defective tube to allow for easy replacement. Way cool, vintage look and feel. Wow. World famous British engineered 8-inch turbo sound speaker. Authentic preamp design from the 60s featuring one 12AX7 tube. Everything from purring blues to mind-blowing crunch. Integrated high-definition reverb with dedicated reverb control. Vintage equalizer with dedicated tone control. Built-in 2-way power attenuator allows you to get ultimate sound at any volume. And 3-year warranty program. Wow-wee! How could this possibly be? You know. And by the way, the tubes aren't that expensive. They're like maybe about $40 for a power tube and a preamp tube replacement. Just to let you know. So there it is. Let's hope they got here in one piece. We'll try them out and see what happens. Okay. Okay, now I've got it hooked up. And usually with these little 5-watt amp, there's a question of headroom, of getting a clean sound. And so let's try this. So very good, the clean sounds no problem. And I mean, this is just pretty much everything at 5, except for the tone is at 4, and the reverb is at 4. And it sounds great. It's that clean sound. In fact, I was concerned that, oh, well, I'll probably have to replace the tube to a lower voltage tube than a 12AX7. You know, maybe a 12AT7 or a Y7. But quite frankly, it's fine the way it is. I mean, it just sounds great. And this was just through the the amp. I mean, directly. I had a microphone that was feeding back, so. Okay, now through my pedal board, let's hear what that sounds like. Amazing. That's just amazing. You know, clean sound-wise, it's great. It's got that really nice, clean sound. stays clean, you know, at a pretty decent volume level. Now this is a 5 watt. I could take it down to 1 watt or 0.1 watt. But clean sound-wise, it's really a nice sound. And this is completely stock. I mean, I just pulled it out of the box. And there you go. It's pretty much set. So kind of a no-brainer amp as far as settings go. You know, I could tweak it a little bit and get a different sound, but this is what I was looking for, is a clean sound, you know. Great for pedals, you know. Fantastic. I mean, I was totally... Listen, I've tried other 5 watt amps and was totally disappointed in it because it would break up so easily and so quickly that for me it was kind of unusable almost. You know, in fact, I had 2 5 watt heads and I sold them both for that very reason. That they would just break up and I could never really get a clean sound. These, right out of the box, you get a really great clean sound. And let me tell you something. After I ordered them, I thought to myself, boy, I don't know. Those Supros, you know, look really nice. And I have a couple of Supros, big Supro amps. And I really like them. And I'm sure I would like the little one, but not at $1,000. No, I don't think so. You know. And guess what? Well, they're made in China. Right? Whereas the big Supros here, made in the US. But the little one, the reverb version, the Supro 64 reverb, is made in China. Now wait a minute. This little Bugera was made in China too. I mean, what? They were across the street from each other or something? Except this amp, new, $279. Supro, $9.99. What gives? You know? And they're made in China. Both of them. And quite frankly, after playing this little Bugera V5, I'm just totally blown away. I mean, wow. What a great little amp. You know, it gives you that tube tone, absolutely. In fact, it reminds me of one of my favorite amps, probably my favorite amp, the Fender Super Champ X2. You know, I really like that amp. And this Bugera is very similar. And I'm sure it'll soon become one of my favorites. Just the simplicity of it and the clean sound of it is just fantastic. And volume-wise, now let's talk about volume. You know, these, you know, obviously it's not made to be played, you know, with a drummer, you know, with a huge drum kit that plays really loudly, you know. But as far as a coffee house kind of gig, you know, it definitely would fill the room, no problem. You know, and don't forget you can still hook it up to an external cabinet if you need a bigger sound. I mean, my goodness. Yeah, volume-wise, it's fine. It really is. You know. And, I mean, if you're really playing a big place that needs more volume, you know, you can always use a PA and just mic the thing up. But boy, is this handy. You know, so simple. Just turn it on and boom, there's your sound. Fantastic. And now that I actually have the app, I actually have no regrets whatsoever in buying the app. And you would think a little 8-inch speaker would be sad. But I'm telling you, it's really cool. And it's really plenty loud. Yeah. Now the 5-watt heads that I used to have, I mean, they were great for like high gain stuff. But when it came to a clean sound, they were terrible. These are great. And so compact and handy, you know, I'm quite impressed. And they look great, too. So highly, highly recommended. Man, you know, I mean, I'm just totally impressed. And people say, oh, well, you know, they're built cheaply and so on. They don't feel cheap, to my ears anyway, and picking them up and that kind of thing. And don't forget, you've got the 3-year warranty on top of that. And that kind of cemented for me why I wasn't going to get the Supro. The fact that it's made in China, just as this Bugera is, you know, I'm thinking, man, I don't know, I just don't see, you know, what, $700 difference? You know, I mean, sure, it looks cool, you know, but the Bugera looks great as well. And in fact, you know, there's also the mono price tube amp, right? And quite frankly, it looks like crap compared to the Bugera. It just doesn't look nice, you know. It looks kind of flimsy, and the box is lousy. I don't know. I'm just not impressed. The Bugera really looks nice, and man, for the price, it's unbelievable, really. Wow. Totally impressed. You know, man, if you haven't tried one of these, you really should. It's quite impressive, you know. Wow. And I mean, that, you know, Bugera is basically Behringer. They have a huge plant in China, right? And that's how they can get those costs down, you know. And I mean, compare that to the Supro. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Supro's a nice amp, for sure. But for $1,000, I don't know, you know. I mean, for the same price of one Supro, you could get 4 of these. I mean, think about that. That's unbelievable. Wow. Totally impressed. Takes pedals well. The other thing is, I heard, oh, well, you know, it's a small box. It's going to sound boxy. Baloney on that. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe with a gain they're trying to get through the amp, it sounds boxy. I don't know. But to me, it does not sound boxy at all. It sounds great. You know? Anyway, if you're looking for a small tube amp with reverb, I can't highly recommend the Bugera enough. especially for the price. You know, I mean, less than 300 bucks. That is pretty impressive for a new tube amp with built-in reverb. And the reverb is impressive as well. I'm quite pleased with it. Wow, just fantastic. So that's really exciting, really. Yeah, I was all concerned about, well, I better order those tubes now, and replace them, because I heard such horrible things about it. But really, it's fine as it is, even for a clean sound. And I mean, I'm using humbuckers in the neck position, and I have the gain at 5, and the volume is at 5 as well. Right, so neutral, and it's great. It doesn't break up and that kind of thing. And yet it's not that wimpy clean sound, you know what I mean? It's a lot nicer than that. It really feels like a tube amp, with tubes being driven. So anyway, I'm very, very pleased with my purchase. I don't know. I kind of miss not having the Supro, but at the same time, for the money, I don't know that it's a good deal at all. Considering a larger Supro is only a couple $100 more. It's like $1,200 or something like that. So something's not right there. I don't know. I just don't understand their pricing structure at all. The Bugera, on the other hand, I think is a bargain of bargains. And it looks great, feels great, sounds great. Just no issues. Alright, very good. See you next time. Okay, bye.